And welcome in, everybody. DJ Oakley with you. So excited to talk about something so near and dear to my heart, but even more near and dear to our guest at this time. A guy that has been such a supporter, such a follower, such a fan for such a long time of YSN, literally since our inception. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my friends, a guy that is like family to me, Greg Burbick. What's up, G Burbs? How are you, buddy?
Came to talk to you about the Youngstown Shrine Club today.
And most people are sitting there like, okay, I know him from an ad that ran a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. People still mooing at you, I'm sure.
Absolutely. When we go to the stands, we always hear the moo from the end of the G. Burbick Farms commercial.
So today we're talking about something different. We're talking about the Youngstown Shriners, something that you are very invested in from that standpoint. Why is it so important to you?
Oh, just in general helping people, but kids. Fortunately, I was able to sell the farm and my business, investing a lot more time now into the Youngstown Shrine Club. We do a lot of things for a lot of people. One of our main goals, obviously, is kids. We have a couple of vans. We run appointments for children to the Erie and Dayton hospitals. All that is free of charge to the patient. All their care is free of charge to the patient. Takes money to do that. One of the ways we support that is with our rental facilities at the Shrine Club in North Lima.
I've been to many graduation parties. I've been to many parties, the clam bake. What a great facility it is to be able to utilize that. And people seem to do it specifically, the South Range community because it's close. It's very, but it's not limited to South Range. Everybody can rent. What are some of the perks of rentals for the Shrines Club?
Well, close, local, and it's inexpensive. We're not the highest priced facility out there by far. An indoor and outdoor facility. Our indoor facility has a full bar. The outdoor facility has a bar. Wedding receptions, graduations, and quite honestly, we had a company Christmas party there last year, 2 years ago, I guess now. We did a night at the races for our Christmas party. What a hoot. So if you have a fundraiser of your own and you need a facility to do it, we're there for you.
And this is a major part of kind of how you guys are able to support, you said, those children and some of those really tough situations for families. How did you get involved? I don't want to turn this into an infomercial, but how did you get involved and what was on your heart?
So 1984, I was a senior at the Columbiana County Career Center, actually as a junior, going into my senior year, and I was in job placement for a guy named Phil Welsh, Phil Sales and Service, a local Alice Chalmers dealer in Columbiana. Phil was a Shriner. He was quite high in the Shrine, actually, both locally and nationally. I washed the van. I washed the Shrine Club van with him and a guy named Lyle Gwynn. Heard those guys bantering back and forth about it. And fast forward to about 1996 when I became a mason. Asked by another good friend of mine who's gone now to help out at Brother Allen's Inn at Shaker Woods. And the next thing you know, I was a Shriner.
That's incredible. I mean, you've probably seen some stuff and seen some really great moments that you've helped out.
When you start with a child that you have to load in the van to you see him in a wheelchair to a walker to walking on his own into his last appointment, it's pretty touching.
It's emotional. Has to be. Quick switch of gears. I mean, you're a guy that a lot of people know from obviously farming. A lot of people know you because you're one of the greatest networkers that I've ever met. Obviously what you do with Tim and some of the stuff, you've taken a step back. But the thing that I love about you, Greg, is that you know everybody. You could be the mayor of every single town around here. And you take such a passion for the community and specifically for sports. One of the reasons that you bought in essentially to YSN with your advertising and your support was because it was helping kids and helping a local business owner who was just starting. You've seen this from the ground up. What has it been like for you to watch YSN grow, to see all these kids, these faces, these places blow up to over 80 schools, 80 districts, the Mahoning Valley Scrappers, all this stuff? I'm not asking for a testimony, but for you, it's probably been a cool ride.
It's inspirational. And I'll start with not just where we met and how we met, but when you came to me as the first advertiser and I jumped on board overnight, from the first time you advertised my store at a South Range football game, I had people show up the next morning and said, I never knew you were here. So the proof was in the pudding for me that way. The rest of it's just we just speaking before the interview here that I have uncles and aunts, myself in Florida in the wintertime. We can stream nieces, nephews, grandchildren live from 1,200 miles away. It's incredible.
And I love the fact that you're not exactly a sports guy. You talk to me all the time about you played baseball a long time ago and it was rough. But you bought in. Like, you love sports now. You love local sports, and you said you tune in all the time, almost as much as you tune into your Guardians.
And it's you. It's DJ Oakley that sold me, just like G. Burbick Farms. Greg Burbick sold customers of G. Burbick Farms. That I believed in you, and I knew it was going to happen, and here we are. So it's been a great journey.
When we talk about the Shriners Club and reserving some of these great spaces, these unbelievable spaces that people can celebrate and make memories, what's one thing that you want people to know about, just particularly why it makes sense to do this? And you don't have to be a Shriner or a Mason to rent these spaces.
Not at all. No, giving back not just to community, but children nationwide. Our two main hospitals are Erie and Dayton. But when you give to the Shrine Club, obviously we have to cover our overhead too. But we write checks twice a year to both hospitals. And besides the free gratis stuff, things that we do, like I said, we have a group of about 15 guys that volunteer their time to run vans back and forth. I'm going on Monday the 18th, but I'm guessing last month we probably made about 6 or 7 trips to Erie and one to Dayton. It's busy, so it takes dollars to support that, to buy the van, to maintain the van, to fuel the van. Our facility is the indoor facility, a couple 150 people. The outdoor facility, you've been to our clam bake, we can put 500 people in that facility. There's not a lot of rental places that can do that. It's got garage doors on it. We can go into the fall now. We can pull the doors down. We have plans down the road maybe to put a little bit of heat in it to make it a 3-season type building. It's a great way to give back to the community. You're going to rent anyhow. Come rent from the Shriners and do it for a good cause.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, like I said, I've been at countless graduation parties, the clam bake. I've been to celebrations of championships. A lot of sports run through that, and certainly this is the place to sell. So
absolutely.
The only question I have, and you might not even know this, and we can add this in later, but for people that are sitting there like, okay, well, how much is it? How much is it to rent the facility?
I figured you'd ask. That's why I was prepared with the website.
Attaboy.
YoungstownShrineClub.com. The prices are on there. The phone number is on there. Audra Bush takes care of all our renters. She can answer any questions. She will meet you there to take a look at the venue if you want to look at it before you rent it. There are some pictures on the website, I believe, but that website is the best, or a phone call to Audra.
Incredible. Greg, cannot thank you enough. What you continue to do each and every day, every time your feet hit the floor, man, you're making an impact. Thank you so much for what you mean to me, for what you mean to this company, for what you mean to so many families who don't even know your name. Thank you so much. And hey, dead serious, make sure you're renting. Look there first, and then everybody else can play catch up. Check out the Shriners Club in Youngstown and rent there today.
Thanks, TJ.